Welcome to another episode of The Intellectuals. Adam, I have a very important question for you.
I thank you for welcoming me, by the way, since I'm all brought up.
Yeah. I have an important question. What would be your plan of action if somebody just handed you $100,000? Do you have anything that you would...
Well, guys, the truth is the following. As I'm sure people who have listened to prior podcasts know, my father had a business, and he was often in that business, actually, going to banks and lending institutions and what have you. So, but I'm not my father. I've come to the conclusion that
they've banned me.
Business is not... It's not for everybody, Some people, I won't say who. I had a conversation with somebody who will be nameless not too long ago who said there's a good chance that $100,000 will turn into $0. And I'm actually willing to concede there's a little bit of truth to that. Meaning I'm not going to
remain nameless. That was me. And that happened 4 minutes ago.
Fine. I didn't want to say anything, but you brought it up. Okay. My point being, listen, let's face it. Business is very cutthroat. You sadly, actually, I'll be very honest with you guys. My own father got, if you guys want to use the word scammed, taken advantage of. Him and his partner didn't really have the same viewpoints, and he had to end up getting rid of them at least 3 times since I can. The very first time,
so thank you for answering my
guys.
goddamn question.
Oh, sorry, I deviated a bit. I agree.
What would you do? What would be your plan?
I would just invest that money in a GIC. Let it grow.
Okay, sure but give us not like the trained answer. Give us what you really think instinctually you would do. Because if that would be your real answer, then all the money you've ever gotten, you wouldn't have spoiled it on stupid gambling shit.
I'm not deviating. I just wanted to tell you that if my father was still alive, I might go to him and say, Dad, I have a little bit of money.
Okay, so again, these are scenarios that make me angry because he's not alive.
Well,
so right now,
so
if
I can't
Adam
use my imagination,
today,
right?
No, you use your imagination, but based on the reality you live in. Unless you could bring him back from the dead, but you can't. So right now,
doubtful. Yeah.
What would you do, Adam of today?
Well, hold on. Okay, I know I have this tendency to talk in a very long-winded way. Because my father's not alive, all that shit goes out the window, okay? All those opportunities no longer exist. So I will relegate my answer to, I will just invest it. I'm not a businessman. It's very cutthroat. There's no guarantees.
So you get $100,000, the first thing you do is you go straight to the bank.
Okay, I might buy a $15,000 car. I'm not going to spend I'm not going to spend a $40,000, $50,000 on a Mercedes. I don't find that that's a good value. I don't find that that's an appropriate way to, spend my money. So, okay, so I'll correct my answer slightly. I'll spend 15 grand on a car and the 85,000 I'll invest, okay? That way I haven't said anything false.
Well,
I would split it into 3 or 4. I would put either a nice down payment of 10 to 20K on something that I like as a car. I have something nice to ride around in. And then I think I would put 50 to 60 grand in a low risk stock, so it grows by itself and it pays me dividends. And the rest would be play money and stuff.
I like how you said it like it's so simple.
Properties don't rank anywhere. Properties don't rank anywhere on that list. Priority.
No, it's not enough nowadays. 100 grand.
I got crazy. I have some interesting information which not everybody may care to know about. Did you know that you could? I'm sure you guys know where the U.S. New York, where the Canada-U.S. border is when you drive straight south on Highway 15, right?
I've heard about it.
If you look at the map and maybe an hour south of there, it was maybe 10 years ago. It doesn't matter. There was a property listed for $45,000, even if it's U.S. funds. $45,000, you got to multiply that by about 8 in Canada. To buy a property in Montreal, I would be very inclined to do that. Okay, it might be 60 or 70 now, but still.
Listen to me, you fucking scam artist.
A property's a property.
You seem to be well versed on border properties.
That's actually kind of suspicious.
But guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I am probably going to be grilled like there's no tomorrow by U.S. Customs when I tell them that story. So it never really came to fruition.
Yeah.
And I never had that kind of money.
That would be so funny if for no reason he does it. He's at Customs and he's like, guys, I don't know if you know this, but there's a bunch of properties here and there. And if you sell, something that doesn't need to be illegal. Sir, step on the side. You just got to check your asshole for a second.
They would not only check your asshole, they would take apart your car.
Search. I know, I can imagine.
As if it came from before the manufacturer, bro. Panels and everything would be gone, bro. And then they tell you, okay, put it back together now.
Not our problem. I know. But my point is on a more serious level. There are people who commute to. I mean, okay, I agree with you. I'm sure you guys know where near the old airport there, near Mirabel, Blainville, all those areas.
Yeah.
Properties there used to cost significantly less than in the city. Now it's the same or close to the same. But there are people that don't mind commuting.
My son, you fucking retard. Yes, of course. Housing used to be cheaper elsewhere. That's how it works. And then it's going to go up and up.
So, I have a question for
That's like you saying, I don't know if you know this, but back in the day, you used to be a child. Yeah, we fucking know. The devil out.
So we see each other once a week, thank God. And I like to get an update on your week, what you did and stuff like that.
Okay, guys.
Because I'm actually curious.
I'm not going to use any fancy words whatsoever. I've been looking for jobs. I had two. Was it yesterday?
Two interviews?
Two on Tuesday. I have one today. I'm not here to play both sides and say it's a good idea or it's not an idea to have a life coach. But he's been helping me orient myself.
Nobody mentioned.
I know it was mentioned last time.
Yeah, but you keep bringing it up because you keep
think
saying
of him as a consultant. I could do all this shit on my own. You're right.
You could think of him as a consultant.
That's
I think of him as a scam artist. You can think of him as whatever you want.
That's insane. That's insane that you brought him up. I just asked you how your week went, and you just mentioned your life coach.
He's like, listen,
I'm allowed to assert my thoughts, assert the thoughts that enter my
assert your
brain.
dominance.
I'm out here looking for work. In the meantime, I'm bankrolling the gambling addiction of my life coach.
Oh, guys, and I'd actually like to take that a step further.
Go ahead.
Okay, you weren't born yesterday. I've never personally had this happen to me, but there is a company.
Wait, is that actually true?
He wasn't born yesterday, I believe so.
I think
No,
he
no,
wasn't.
no. But hold on, are you actually bankrolling your life coach at the casino?
No. Seriously.
Why'd you say that like that?
He did say that suspiciously.
Why'd you say that? No.
He said, that was the most suspicious Adam no he's ever said.
You said that so defeated.
That was the most defeated no. He's like, God damn it.
There's a company.
Answer my question, please.
Which is?
Are you bankrolling your...
No. Fine. You want me to give you the normal answer? No, I'm not.
All right, we're gonna.
Are you going to the casino with your life coach?
No. Have I ever been to the casino with my life coach? No.
Is the money you're giving to your life coach going to his casinoings?
No.
How would you know?
That's his
How
business.
would you know though? You said that quick.
So you caught me in an indirect manner, but I have no way of knowing, okay?
Okay.
But hold on, you know he's going to the casino and gambling. And you know the money you give him is bankrolling him for the casino.
You know what?
Oh my
Your
God,
powers
you're
of
such a-
deduction are stronger
Bro,
than
why
mine.
is he like this? Why are you like this? Why are you like this?
You're a legend.
Bro, why are you like this? It's like somebody saying, bro, the sky is blue, just look up. And you're like, it's not blue. No, I won't look up.
You're a duck amongst
Why are you like
pigeons.
this? But that's so bad for you. All you have to do is look up and be like, oh, yeah, the sky is blue. Why do you not look? Why, like, just because you didn't see the rape doesn't mean it didn't happen. But like, why is he like that?
So much for something I wanted to tell you regarding an interview I had.
Yes, tell us.
So there's a third party. It's what's called a third party that has that TELUS Mobility has hired to manage their accounts. My job. It's actually a company that doesn't just have a contract with TELUS. They have contracts with RBC, Bank of Montreal, very, very wealthy, like whatever they call it, the blue chip companies. Very, you know what I mean, right? Anyways, the job was supposed to entail me contacting these said clients. Dear sir, you've been approved for an account with us, and then my job would be to say, can we sign you up? Can we sign you up?
So telemarketing again.
In a sense, yeah.
I mean, it's not in a sense. It's 100%.
Except that I don't have to go and search companies like that other company
Okay.
that you guys were so inclined on calling a scam. But anyway, let's not deviate. I wanted to finish, please.
Hold on. Next
Go
week, can
on.
you bring me your CV?
It's
Can we
too personal, please? Okay.
I'll bring mine too. I'll bring mine too.
It's not gonna happen, guys.
Is it that rough?
It's it's rough. It's like the CV. You know that joke you had?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's probably like that.
So let me continue. This was the first time
Watching his life coach right now.
This is the first time I personally have ever had a situation whereby an employer has 3 interviews. The first interview was on the phone, and the interviewer said on the phone, "I like what I hear. Come in for an interview." That was on Monday, I think. Tuesday, I came in person, and she said, "We have this new position whereby we have, there are other companies, like I said, RBC, BMO, whatever. But right now we're
What's the
focusing.
new position?
Missionary.
You know what? I can't remember the exact title, but your job is to
No,
reach
you
out.
could.
Your job is to reach out, marketing associate, something like that.
I like how they just make shit up. Your job is
I'm
to
answering
reach
as
out.
best as I can. Your job is to reach out.
So
to
then shouldn't
clients who have been
your job title be
pre-approved.
senior VP of reaching out?
And what I liked is that you get whatchamacallit, you get a reward for what is it called? Every time you make a sale, you get there's a term
Commission.
thank you. You get a commission. So I liked it, and
What are
sadly,
you selling?
I just told you we're the job that I was supposed to be focused on in terms of the new hirings for the company are approaching these new people that have been approved for accounts with TELUS. For I don't know if it's credit. I didn't ask. I guess they've been pre-approved.
What?
They have been pre-approved. Maybe it's because of credit. You've been pre-approved for mortgage, so you've been pre-approved for an account with TELUS.
Oh, okay. I know what it is. So it's not. It's not, okay.
In order to be pre-approved for an account for TELUS, you do need to be alive.
No. So what happened?
I don't know.
That's the bare
I'll let
minimum.
you guys explain.
But
it
wait,
'cause
hold on. I have a question.
Yes.
And what are you offering these people? Like new cell phone lines?
Yeah, a new account. Yes.
But that kind of doesn't make any sense because they could just walk into any store.
Yeah, but then they
The
won't
mortgage
have
is a
the
perfect
luxury of
example. You
dealing
may
with
not
him.
be looking for a property, but your credit indicates that you have been pre-approved. We'd like to.
This
You
might
know?
actually be legit because what companies do sometimes, especially big telecommunications companies like this, they don't have the time or the energy to run internal sales, outgoing sales department. So what they do is they hire third-party companies in order to. Why are you laughing?
It's just a bunch of life coaches just doing their thing.
So what they do is they hire third-party companies to basically do the dirty work for them
Exactly.
and generate leads for them. It sounds legit, but I've had interviews like that with companies like that. And at the moment I walked in and realized, I go, so wait, this is Bell. But then I realized it was like shady shit off. Like I walked into an office once and it had mold on the walls. Oh my
God.
It was like bad. I go, hold on. So wait, you said you're Bell, right? And they go, yeah, we work for Bell. No. Are you Bell corporate? And they go, well, we've been hired by Bell, bro. As soon as he said that, I walked out because it's these companies are shams. Anyways,
Anyway, that wasn't even all that important. What I wanted to say is that this is the first time I've ever been in a situation whereby there are 3 interviews. Sadly, they didn't call me. The interviewer said, if we don't call you, it means that
let me
we're not
ask
interested.
you: can you identify one of your life coaches on the screen? Is that him or is that him? Is that which one of these guys is your life coach?
This is
None
the
of the
yearly.
above.
It's the yearly life coach conference.
Which one is it, bro?
That one.
Bro, he just lost your money, bro. You want to go fuck him up? You have to go fuck him up now.
I know that character, the guy with the suit and tie.
Yeah, he's a life coach.
Yeah.
It's not James Gandolfini by any chance?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. It's
It's Javier Life Coachini.
James Gandolfini's brother.
And now he's telling
I
Adam.
know this show. I forgot
He's,
what it's called.
telling
it's
Adam.
The Sopranos,
He's
right?
like, I lost because I'm fucking you.
That show, The
Because you don't
Sopranos.
listen to my fucking life lessons. That's why that fucking horse lost the race. You're a retard.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, go
go
back
on,
to the
Adam.
interviews.
No, I just wanted to say, so, okay, fine. I suppose it wasn't really that relevant whether my life coach helped me or didn't help me. But
Right,
at the end of the day, I'm still going to call them because, look, it's called body language, right? When the interviewer...
Wait, hold on, repeat
hold
that.
on,
That didn't make any sense.
You call
I'm still
somebody
going to call them because it's called body language.
Because
So
I'm
hold
not
on,
sure-
stop.
I speak the language of corps to corps.
You call somebody to read their body language?
No,
Could
sorry.
you- Hold on. Could you imagine Adam on a sales call? Look, based on your body language,
No.
I could tell you're interested in the product. Right?
Even better, they ask him in an interview, so what languages do you speak? English?
What I was...
A little bit of French and body to body.
What I want... So let me break down what I wanted to say into 2 parts, okay? My personal judgment from the second interview, which I had in the office, is that the woman asked me, so why do you want to work for us? It wasn't TELUS, it was whatever. Why do you want to work for our company? And I said, because I've been an office manager and I know that when you work in certain capacities, I wanted to work as sales, customer service, it's similar. The reason that I wanted to do that is because it is important for me to help companies build healthy relationship with their customers. And she liked that. So what I meant by body language, you can tell, is this woman getting good vibes from my interview? So I wanted to call her, maybe to ask her, are you sure you might want to not reconsider?
I'm surprised she didn't call the police on you.
Have you been through all the training? Like, have they made you watch the videos of how to be with employees, don't sexually harass, all that shit?
Didn't get that far.
For real? You've never seen that at all in your life?
Oh, yeah, you should check this out.
You've never gotten one of these trainings?
This is a PSA, they're called.
You hear about sexual harassment on TV, and it makes
Hold on. Have you never gotten one of these trainings?
Not that I can remember. I had a women's training at Tim Hortons.
Your lid is closed, huh?
You had a women's
How are you
training.
going to drink?
Women's, WHMS, for like safety. There's a course at
Okay,
Tim Hortons
okay.
to make you take.
But no, look, this is the kind of shit they make you take so that you know what to do and what not. Remember how last week we were like, well, I don't know how to read between the lines? If they would give you this, would you understand what's wrong, basically?
the headlines
know
in
how to speak English?
newspapers. As an employee, what do you need to know about it? First, sexual harassment is against the law,
So did you know that?
and it's
Obviously,
against your company's
harassment.
policy.
It's against the
So,
policy.
what is sexual harassment?
Linda, you are doing a fine job here.
Oh, well, thank you, Steve.
But you might try dressing a little sexier at work.
I'm sorry?
I mean, we're talking about your job here.
Now, right there, do you think there was any form of sexual harassment?
Yeah, you're not supposed to talk to your colleague that way,
What way?
claiming that you're not sexy enough.
Okay, well, he
The
didn't say that
connotation
she's
of-
not sexy enough. He said that she could be sexy.
Right. Well, that
To
whole
dress more
connotation
sexy.
is illegal.
Okay, so good. I'm glad you caught that.
There may be physical harassment.
Wow. You really tense today, Nancy.
Ow, Bill.
Sorry. You looked really tense.
I really don't like it when you do that. Can you please stop?
I'll never stop, Nancy. Never.
What about there? What do you think?
Do you not understand that any logical person knows that you're harassing? Just look up the dictionary definition of harassment. It's obvious that that's harassment.
Okay, you're saying that, but you were the one with the restraining order. I'm just saying.
Have you ever done
In
anything
some
like
instances, the harassment may be verbal.
What about verbal?
Word around the office is you've got a fat cock.
Yes, I do.
I've got a fat cock too. Maybe we should rub our fat cocks together sometime. Maybe a little oil. 2 fat cocks. Together. Oil.
It might be visual harassment, such as derogatory posters, cartoons, or drawings.
Sexual harassment is not always about sex. It may be the result of a power struggle between a manager and a subordinate.
Man. I could go for a power fuck right now.
this? Have you ever seen anything like? Have you ever?
Adam, have
witnessed
you
anything?
ever been tempted to get power fucked?
No.
Have you ever been a victim
Change
to
is
this?
slow,
Oh.
and what was acceptable in common behavior years ago can now be sexual harassment.
Smells like vagina in here.
Excuse me?
Smells like fresh vagina in here.
Have you ever said that to anyone?
No.
I think you have.
Has anyone ever told you that?
Are you talking about my vagina?
Maybe.
Maybe. It's vague.
Everyone wants to be treated fairly and with respect. Treat your coworkers with the courtesy and respect that you want for yourself. It's your company's policy, and it's the law.
Have you ever gotten any of these PSAs at work before? No, I haven't. That's a surprise.
Guys, it keeps coming down to the same thing. If you're a logical person, you're crossing a line you're not supposed to cross. Even not to say dictionary definitions aren't important, but you're crossing a line. You're not talking about that kind of stuff in the workplace. You're not supposed to.
I'm with you. I agree.
Okay, so
We're not saying you should do this. What we're saying is, are you aware that once you start a new job, they're going to expect you not to claim that you could
Yes.
smell vaginas and stuff? That's like a day one thing. They're very adamant about that. Trust me.
So you had these
there.
interviews, and what you got the job? What's happened?
So what I wanted to say is that sadly, that's what's called deduction. The woman told me if we don't call you, then we're not. Oh yeah, I don't know if I said this or not. I think the woman said we are now down to we need to find the top 5 candidates, or however many people we interviewed. I think she said 10 or 12 or something. So I can deduce that if she didn't call me yesterday, then it's
You're
a
not in
no-go.
the top 12, yeah.
Anyway, that's all
I
I
could
just
have
wanted to
deduced
say.
that. Let me ask you a question. How are you looking for these jobs?
There's a website. Very well. Well, there's a few actually.
What's
There's
the website?
websites that I'm sure you guys have heard of Indeed.
Yes.
So yeah.
A lot of bullshit jobs on Indeed, though.
It's unfortunate, but anyway.
I have a question.
No, what I'm wondering more is I feel like he's not looking for Adam jobs.
Yes.
No.
He 100% isn't.
Adam, look at me. Look at me. I don't know why you took that as a joke. I'm saying, like, for example, if Pantelis, myself, if I'm looking for work, I'd be looking for a Pantelis job, like a job that Pantelis can do and be the best at. I wouldn't compete.
Like comedy host, et cetera, et cetera.
Comedy host. If I had to, I would use all my experience. Like I used to be a project manager, right? In video games and in virtual reality. So I could, all the stuff but
I didn't know that, but okay.
Like he's not going to go become an engineer.
Exactly. Like if someone's looking for a mechanic, I'm not going to apply because I don't know how to mechanic.
You do what you're accustomed to doing, what you're good at.
Correct. Now, I feel like you're just applying to apply. You're not really looking for Adam jobs. You're just looking for jobs
What
in
are
general.
some of your
So
skills?
let me tell you, okay, I was about to say, let me tell you something where I admit that I made a mistake. I was you guys know that a bookkeeper is a level below the accountant, right? Not everybody knows this. Not everybody knows how that field of work works.
You're correct, but I always refer to them as the same thing. Whenever I go, I'm going to see my bookkeeper. It's actually my accountant.
Okay, fine. Anyway, an accountant has to go to university for 3 years. A bookkeeper can just take a college course.
That's amazing.
My point being, regardless of all these connotations, I was that title. I was not the accountant. I was the bookkeeper in my father's company. But guess what? That company shut down in 2016. I applied for a job as a bookkeeper.
I wonder why.
When employers see, well, this guy hasn't done the work in 8 years, then, I kind of read between the lines and figured, okay, I think I'll switch to something different.
Can you bookkeep, though? Because you seem out of it all the time.
I might have to take a refresher course, but yes, I still have the textbooks.
So that's a skill that you have.
Hold on. You have
Yes,
textbooks.
yes.
You need textbooks to tell you to organize numbers.
Well, it's a little bit more than just organizing. There are methods. There's computer software. You
Hold
have
on
to
a
know.
second.
There are
All that stuff-
procedures.
But all that stuff is to keep records. You're keeping books.
Yes, but you seem to be operating under the pretext that it's that simple. Anybody could do it. No, you have to do what the book tells you to do.
And
You
the
have-
book, I'm assuming, tells you
You're
to
okay.
keep
A
numbers.
bookkeeper. Hence, actually, I'll use simple terms. Books are another way of saying books are records.
Yes.
All your accounts, what you purchased, your financial statements are based on records. So yes, you need books to help. Yeah, it's a good point. You need books to help you sort through your books.
And he comes, he's like, $20,000 spent at the casino. We don't need to put that down.
There's a 20G discrepancy here. He's like, forget about that. The government doesn't care. They know. Gambling, addiction, dead. They know.
He's like the Wolf of Wall Street, but like smaller scale.
Sit normally. You're rooting my camera angles.
Oh.
Guys, there is something I had on my mind, and I wanted to actually rehash, I guess you could say, something that Pantelis said. I hope you remember. You know how
Did it start with the letter N?
No.
By the way, sorry,
no.
I can't. It's because it's gonna drive me insane and up the walls, bro. You have to get a nose trimmer. I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, is it that bad?
There
Are they
is
coming
like from in front. Like I could see when he turns his head, and I can see the right side of his face.
Like a bunch of grasshoppers
I
fighting.
can see his nose hair. I can see his left nostril hair
Coming out of the right
peer
side.
under from the right side. Like you need to. I'm sorry if you're gonna be presentable in an interview, and I'm not saying this. I feel bad saying this because
No
it's
problem.
your. But if you're gonna be presentable, you gotta get rid of the. Like, look
Can
at
I
that.
just say something?
Yes.
I too am agreeing with Poseidon here in this age for job interviews, especially if you're talking to women. I am like a woman. I hate seeing nose hairs.
Yeah,
That's why I remove mine.
I pull mine out.
Me too. And it's not
With
a
a
good idea.
tweezer.
We got to start going to a lady who does that.
Really?
Yeah, and they put like a wax thing in your nose and plop. It stays out much longer. It costs $3.
I think down the hall they do that.
Find out if you do it. I'm going to do it on the way out today.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ask them. Yeah, because I pull them out with tweezers every time I see one.
It's so annoying. I pull out my finger sometimes. I see a hose. I grab it, I pull it out. It hurts.
I hate that shit because just seeing it peer under drives me nuts.
I don't like it.
But you have to, and I'm not saying this to. I love shitting on you, Adam, just to make fun of you. But this is something
This is
that
a level deeper than that.
no.
This
it's
is
not
for you.
This
It's
is
for
for
your
you.
career.
This
Yeah, I
is for your
appreciate
own
it.
good. Like
Okay,
you
cool.
have to. You can't walk into an interview with nose hairs saying hello first. You can't.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Already you're walking in cock first.
Exactly. First they're gonna notice cock first, then nose hairs are gonna be like, what
Not
the
a good
fuck?
combination. Now, my question, I would like to start off by saying that I will leave it up to you guys to gauge if I'm too if I am or am not close to the truth when I ask you the following question, okay? I remember, and it was funny, but it's serious at the same time. If you're working at the cash in a gas station, let's say, and somebody's holding a gun in your hand and you're saying, give me your money. Do you need a psychologist to help you interpret? Hey, you're being robbed, dummy, right? The obvious answer to that question.
What does this
is
have
no.
to do with anything?
I'm
very
using this
weird.
as a
This is
preamble.
so random.
Okay, go on.
I'm using this as a preamble. Now, what Pantelis said, I remember clearly. He says, "Do you need a This is what I'm alluding to. Do you need a psychologist in life to help you interpret what's going on in life?"
I may have also dropped the N word, but go on. You're paraphrasing.
My point was, I believe that psychologists have a role in life. There are many, and there are some people like you guys who said, I don't really value them too high, if I understood correctly.
We never said we don't value them
But
too high.
that was
We
never
said we
said.
don't value your life coach.
Yeah. He's not a psychologist,
Okay, forget
asshole.
that. Okay, but I remember you even said you
Oh,
even
that's what he's trying to do.
wait,
He's trying to
forget
bring-
my life coach. I was talking about something different.
forget
I
the
was
life
saying
coach.
that you guys have so here's the thing. You guys, even though you guys do not have an in-depth knowledge of let me rephrase that. You guys know all the terms associated, or most of them associated with psychology. If you have weaknesses, if there's something that's if you have some nightmares, you have to go through the process of fixing them. You don't necessarily need a psychologist to help you
living a
because you
nightmare,
guys know how to interpret all these things. That's what I wanted to say. Am I close to the truth?
My weakness is bread and good pussy. Both.
How about Pantelis?
Both have yeast.
Disgusting, and it's a lie. His weakness is not good.
I hope
pussy.
you don't think I'm way out in left field. The link with
cock.
what Pantelis said, you're being robbed, you're at the gas station. Do you need a psychologist to tell you, hey?
Have you been robbed at a gas station?
No.
That's a weird thing to bring up, though.
It's just random.
I was talking about the importance of a psychologist, and you were obviously implying how silly a notion. I'm going to call my psychologist. I'm being robbed. What's going on?
That
you
is
were
very stupid.
implying.
What are you talking about? Nobody ever said that. What are you saying? This is random.
You're having a conversation with yourself, and you know what? I appreciate it.
I am sure that Pantelis said something along those lines to show me how silly my thought pattern was. You're being robbed. Do you need to call a psychologist to tell you what's going on?
Yeah, he was talking about the Indian scammers, you asshole. He was saying you don't need a life coach to tell you.
Okay, I thought it was more with in-depth personal issues that psychologists deal with. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you getting robbed and not realizing you're getting robbed is not an in-depth personal issue. It just means you're retarded.
Okay, forget the analogy. I wanted to know if you also said one thing.
Would you
can consider this show as a way of getting therapy, like a
100%.
psychologist would. Okay.
That I'm all
Are there
for.
any
Would you
conclusion?
would you ever rob a liquor store?
Yeah,
or
would you
gas
rob a
station?
store?
Have you ever done that?
What would it take? What would be your breaking point that you'd be like, all right, now I got to rob a store? And if you had to, what store would you choose to rob?
Okay. You either
This is like
hold
me
on.
and my father being dead. I don't think about or I should not think about
Hold
things
on.
that won't
Hold on.
happen. Okay.
Let's
I wouldn't say they won't.
Scenario. You either have to suck dick for $100 or you rob a corner store for $50. What are you doing?
Oof, hold on a second. Is it guaranteed if he robs the corner store that he's getting $50 and not getting caught?
Exactly.
And if he sucks the dick, is it guaranteed that he's getting the $100 and they're not stiffing him?
Yes.
Okay,
Both are guaranteed.
guaranteed money?
Yes.
Oof, one is more money, but it's also a lot more work.
And it ends up costing you.
I have never done either one of those two.
Hold on.
So what's the point of
him
even
robbing
thinking
the store?
about it?
Is there a danger that he gets killed?
No, we're in Quebec. No, they don't have guns.
Okay. So basically, he goes in with a gun, says,
goes
"Give me
in.
your $50."
Yeah.
And with a dick, what does he
Here's
do?
a crazy thought.
He has
How
to
do you know
suck
there
it to
might not be an
completion.
undercover cop?
Hold on, bro. You're speaking over my
Stop.
sentence.
Sorry.
He has to suck the dick to completion, $100, or he robs a corner store for $50.
I mean, the corner store does sound simpler.
I would appreciate if you let me re-say what I just said a few moments
Yeah,
ago.
go
There
ahead.
could be another undercover cop at that depanneur. You don't know.
So you'd rather suck dick for $100?
Yeah,
I'd rather do neither
He's
of
like,
the
I'm not
above.
taking a chance with these undercovers. I'm going to suck a dick under the covers.
That was good.
Ah, shit. So which one would you rather? But you have to make a
Neither.
choice. But these are all hypotheticals.
These are all
Why can't
hypotheticals,
you
Adam.
play?
This is going back to the same time. If I had to date a woman from Houston, would it be Hillary Duff or Lizzo or
Yeah, but why can't you
Kelly
put
Clarkson?
why can't you put yourself in these scenarios? These are all hypotheticals, and you're supposed to have fun with them. Why can't you just?
I'm going to turn right around and say, you have $100,000. Your father's not alive. So don't dream up things like, what would you do with $100,000? I'd give it to my father. Neither one of those two. I'd go on the street and start begging for change, okay?
Yeah, and someone's like, I'll give you my change. Just suck my dick.
Oh, man.
So which one would you choose?
Knowing him, no joke, I think he'd want to lean towards a store because it's an easy 50.
Yeah.
But he's like, I could make an extra 50.
I was thinking the same thing.
I think it would be a battle.
thinking the
I think
same
he'd have to
thing.
think about it for an hour. He'd be like, am I really going to leave $50 on the table over a dick? And then he's going to be like, ugh, I don't want to suck a dick. No, I'm just going to take the 50. And he's going to be like, but then what about the other 50? Who's going to get the other 50?
Or the type, because he might be like, he might do the dick and then be like, fuck, I just left.
I'm going to rob the store
I'm
anyway.
gonna rob the store anyway because he left another 50 on the table.
He's like, the joke's on all you guys.
Yeah. He's like, I win.
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to the store, but I'm not robbing it. I'm sucking my dick for that money. Everyone in that store is paying me at 50. I'm making like $400.
And then he gives it to his life coach to go gambling.
Put it on red.
Oh, shit, bro.
Fine. Let me use terms that are more down to earth, okay?
Yes,
Oh,
baby.
fuck.
In lieu of the fact that this show can be replaced as a therapy session.
Yes.
My gut feeling, from what I'm
When
detecting,
is this a therapy session?
It is.
my gut
No,
feeling
if anything,
says that
this-
there is
this-
no need for someone like you to see a therapist. That's it.
No, if
That was
anything,
my
this shows
question.
the cause for therapy. It's you need therapy after, but
Okay, fine. How
I mean,
about
no,
this?
you're right. Yeah, look, if
I
for us-
misspoke maybe a little bit. My point was,
No, you're right,
You
though.
don't value these. Yeah.
I do value these people, but I'm saying I might not need it. You might not need it as much. He might not need it because we have an outlet. We come here.
Yeah.
We exchange ideas. A lot of other people live in their own thoughts. They don't have many people to speak to bounce
Okay,
ideas
okay.
off.
yeah, they have nothing
So
to.
how about this? Going to see a psychologist is an option. It's not a bad one, depending on what the psychologist credentials are. But there are other ways of getting help.
Of course, but it's not a bad option. Some people just need. Some people, the only reason why they need a shrink is just because they need someone to speak to.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah. So I'm down for that. You feel me, doggy?
I want. Oh,
So let's say you were to rob a corner store, okay, and now
still on that. Eh?
and now let's say you have you get caught, police catch you,
You have legal troubles.
you
is
have
what they
legal
call them.
troubles, and now
You want to get out of those legal troubles. Like, let's say you have a court date coming up, okay? And okay, but you're like, you know what? I don't feel it. I really don't want to go to court. How?
Then there's going to be a warrant out for your arrest for not having showed up in court.
We agreed. That's however, what would you try to do in order to get out of that court date?
Well, I don't know how much common sense you need to know this. You'd go to your lawyer and ask him or her if he can just have the postponed, have the date postponed. And the judge will say, fine, I'll see you again in 2 months.
In order to get it postponed, you normally need a reason.
Okay, well, true.
That's what we're saying now.
Most lawyers make it their business to be able to figure out stuff like that.
Most good lawyers, yeah.
Fine.
But not lawyers that wear fucking pants 4 sizes too big, bro.
this week's.
I don't know why you're getting ahead of yourself.
Oh, sorry.
This week's top 5.5 ways to avoid the law. So these, Adam, are ideas on what to do to come up with an excuse to avoid seeing the lawman. Number 5, flee. Simply flee.
Yeah. It's been done before many times.
Yeah, the diddler tried it.
Have you tried the flee method?
Okay, if I was looking at going to jail for 10 years, it's possible. But as you guys very well know, I never did that.
What
I
would be
manned
your
up.
method of fleeing?
There's so many.
Méthode de flee, as they call it.
Here's a thought.
Plane,
Get on a
boat.
plane, get on a train.
Yeah, but the airports are controlled by the law.
I don't know if you know this. If I fly to, let's say, Paris, you're not going to go through the police until you land. So that's not true. You get on the plane?
He
All
might
that police-
actually hold on. He might actually be the most retarded person on the planet.
Hold on. What do you mean you're not
Okay,
going to
okay. Let me rephrase this. If I book a ticket right now to, anywhere in the world except the US, because you cross Mexico, Cuba, Paris, you are not going to be going through Canadian customs when you leave. You will be policed, if you want to look at it that way, when you land, wherever you land.
Yeah, but your passport is flagged. They still have to scan your passport when you leave.
Yeah.
How are you going to get on
The
the
airline,
plane?
that's not the airline's responsibility. I've never heard of that. You do? Okay, hold on. If you're carrying more than $10,000, you have to check into Canadian customs.
Who mentioned $10,000?
I'm giving you an example.
What are you talking about?
I've never heard of an airline tell me, sir.
Bro, if you are a criminal under
Yeah.
the law, your passport is flagged. The moment you walk into the airport, it is controlled by provincial and federal law. The airport.
And you're saying the airlines will alert them? I agree with you, but I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that.
How?
Okay, then you know what makes no sense? Why is it that there are people that might be in situations like that? They get on a plane from the U.S., they land in Canada, and they manage to flee successfully. How to explain that? I'm waiting.
Fucking P. Diddy over here.
Or they're flagged before they even leave their airport, right? Oh, man.
I can't, bro. I can't.
So Adam, hold on. If you're already flagged as a wanted criminal,
yes,
they will flag you at the airport. They will arrest you unless you're fleeing before they put out a warrant.
Okay, so you might be in for a rude awakening if the warrant's already out. The airlines will... Okay, so fine.
I mean, you could try
Maybe my version of common sense is a little bit different. I thought, okay, here's a better example. I book a ticket to New York City. You go through U.S. Customs right here in Montreal, as you guys know, and they will see the flag.
TSA.
Both. You go through TSA and then you go through U.S. Customs. They will see the flag because they run your passport.
All right.
I did not think that the airlines are going to alert the authorities. That's between me. The airlines are only going to know, is this guy on a no-fly list? That's my interpretation, okay? You have a point, but...
I mean, here's the truth.
I'm actually defeated.
But he does make one good point. If it's not like a serious crime, they won't alert the passport office.
But we were talking about like 10 years going to jail. It's a serious crime.
So we weren't clear on the terms. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the problem.
And I'd like you guys to concede, if you wish, that it happens pretty often now that I think about it. You get people from the States that hide in Canada and they might not be, they might not get extradited, or the authorities might even not know where they are because they're in another country.
Yeah, because what happens is they flee before there's a warrant out. But like you...
Because you have trouble coming here and going to the States. If you have a simple criminal record, they make it problematic.
If you get caught, I remember years ago, like if you got caught with weed or whatever, you'd have a really hard time at the border.
No, forget getting caught. If you cross the border and you have a criminal record now, it's super difficult.
You have to get a waiver.
Remember you?
Yes,
no, but
I
it's true.
Myself.
He couldn't go through. This guy was too much of a crime boss.
Yeah. Yeah, the States don't fuck around, bro. Okay.
One little thing I just wanted to mention. By the way, unless you've committed 5 murders, if I fly to Paris tomorrow, there's a warrant out for a little robbery. I don't even think the French authorities are gonna know. By the way,
Interpol is gonna pick you up.
Depends what you did.
But depends what you did. Yeah.
Obviously.
It depends how well you speak Arabic. Go on.
All right, we got ourselves a number 4. Get into an accident on purpose to avoid going to court. Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
Doesn't it?
Oh, really? It doesn't.
What this is stipulating is like, let's say...
a car accident.
Yeah, like...
car accident.
You have a car hit you.
Sorry. I was thinking of court, like dangerous driving. You just got into an accident.
No.
Of course you're going to go to court.
No, like falling off a bridge.
Like, let's say you're trying to avoid going to court. So you're like, my lawyer needs a good excuse. So you jump in front of moving traffic.
Okay, so let me say this: the judge is going to grill you. He's going to say, "I don't believe you, Mr. Adam." Let's say, and then you might created a whole bunch of
you might end up like letting someone run over your foot, and then having to go to court anyway with a foot cast.
Let me put it this way: more power to you if you can do this, but make sure you have all the documentation. You're right. So hold on. I still say so. Work with me, guys. So you've just had your leg run over and you're in the hospital. You better find your lawyer to go see you in the hospital and inform the judge that Mr. Adam can't be in court or said person can't go to court.
But then what ends up happening a lot of times is the lawyer and the judge are like, fucking idiot, bring him here. And then you end up having to go to court with a cast on, so you just ran over your foot for nothing. You know what I'm talking about?
My imagination just doesn't go to that level. What could I tell you?
That's interesting.
Very interesting. So you've never done that?
No.
You've never tried to get out of court by getting someone to run over your foot? You never had a taxi run over your foot?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
What if I told you we heard otherwise?
Well, then you heard wrong.
No, you're lying. Tell us the truth. You have, haven't you? You have! Have you done this?
So I say no, but in your head, no means yes. What do you want me to say?
No, you say no, but your body language says otherwise. Have you done? You've done this, haven't you?
Body
I'd have to be
language.
psycho.
How old were you?
No.
How old were you?
The answer's no.
How old were you?
So you're gonna keep.
How
yelling
old
at
were
me.
you? How old? Answer my question. How old were you?
How can I say how old I was when I didn't do something?
How old were you?
I don't know. I feel like maybe he didn't do it. I feel like maybe you were being lied to.
It's possible. So you never stepped out into traffic to try and avoid problem with the law, or to avoid a court date or anything.
You never had a taxi driver run over your foot.
No.
I'll share an interesting story with you. There's a commonality, but there's a small degree of commonality between what you're suggesting. So you remember that job where I was not treated properly, where I was parking cars, remember?
Yeah.
Where the boss asked me for a lot of money and it wasn't warranted.
Oh, yeah.
There was one day when I actually remember that I was supposed to come in on, let's say it was a Thursday. And I'm not going to say I lied, but I kind of shaded the truth. I had a former colleague of my mother's write a letter that said that I just said that I was sick. That's all. I got to, it's the doctor. We're not talking about some made up person, former coworker of my mother's. So that's the closest.
But what was the reason of the letter? Like, what was the reason you couldn't go in?
I had something to do that day. You want the truth? You're getting the truth.
All right. I guess that's all we'll get out of you.
That's all we're going to get out of you, yeah?
Number 3, come out of the closet. Yeah.
How can I have raped those boys? I'm gay. Like,
That's actually a good excuse.
Who did that? What's his name? The actor.
Kevin Spacey did
Yes,
that.
Kevin Spacey did that. Coming out of the closet to avoid the law. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know if you understand my thought pattern, but there are certain things that are
Nobody
just
does.
taboo to talk about, like raping. You know what I mean? You don't get into conversations like that.
Why not?
Well, he's not asking you to get a conversation about raping.
So any thoughts are not really.
And did
I
you
don't
commit
like
the rape?
No.
Then what's the issue?
Any thoughts regarding that are just not appropriate. You know what I mean?
No, stop thinking about rape. He's not.
I didn't ask you to think about
That
raping
was just a
someone.
bad example on his part. What he's saying is because that was the excuse that someone else used for an aggravated assault of that caliber.
Yeah.
But what he's saying is, would you do a similar thing for another? Like, let's say you have a parking infraction, you got to go to court. Would you be like, look, Your Honor, I'm gay?
Doesn't make much sense.
Well, it does. You can be like, how do you think I drove straight through the red light? I'm not straight.
I was watching an episode of Court Cam.
I'm gay as shit.
I was watching an episode of Court Cam. Listen to this. The guy got pulled over in Michigan because he had,
That's
I think,
funny.
no
That's a funny
insurance
sketch.
and a suspended
Hey,
license.
note that down.
Do you guys know what a sovereign citizen is? It's totally full of shit. But
Yes, and I wish I was one.
there are people who say, I don't have to abide by the law. I'm a sovereign citizen. The guy says, do you plead guilty or not guilty, sir? These people a little wacko. No offense to anybody, but, that's the same. You have to have reasoning
That's my future.
logical.
I want to be an old man who's a sovereign citizen. And anywhere I am, I yell at someone to get off my property. Like when I'm in a Walmart. Get off my property!
That's fun.
So
If
you're
we
in a
could try and
Walmart.
put
Yeah,
jokes
in my
aside,
Walmart.
do you agree with me that type of reasoning is not what normal people and I perceive to be?
I don't think anyone
normal?
here is qualified to discuss what is or isn't normal.
Anyways,
Next.
Number 2, just simply commit suicide.
Don't want to go to jail? Just die.
Would you go that far, Adam?
so I know I say this often, but I try my best to base my answers and views on a person that thinks in terms of common sense, right? Your life will have
No,
to
that
be
is true.
very bad for you to do that. There are psychologists, as we just said a moment ago,
I
that
love
will
the
help you.
sentence he used.
Listen, I don't know
know,
about you fucking buffoons, but Adam, I live my life based on common sense, and there has been no evidence to the contrary.
God damn.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Are the people, when I say lay people, right? Laymen's like you and I. Do you guys not feel terrible that Robin Williams committed suicide? He was a nice person, I'm sure.
What does that have to do with avoiding the law?
Comparing suicide. You were talking
But
about
he wasn't
suicide.
avoiding the law.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was in conjunction with the law. I just said, I thought, what are the thoughts of committing suicide?
No, he's not just in general saying, yo, suicide, what's up with that?
Oh,
He's
sorry about-
saying it's a valid form of getting out of going to jail.
I'd rather flee.
There
if
we
I was in
go.
that situation, I'd rather flee.
That's what we were. Anyways,
Go to the Cayman Islands or someplace where they have no treaties with Canada.
All
if
right,
we
we
can make it to the Caymans.
make it the Gaymans.
Hey.
Number 1, just get an operation that includes cosmetic surgery,
Yes.
maybe a circumcision. Go.
I'll tell you what, guys. There are some thoughts that I have that I wanted to share with you.
All right.
It crossed my mind for about 10 seconds that, not what you guys said. Well, I got an operation, I had a hernia, whatever. So you know what the judge is going to say? Okay, fine, Mr. Adams. So you were in the hospital for what, 5 days? And go and see me in a week. And the problem will find itself on your plate, okay? Furthermore, I would have to think that this is a little, there's a term, you know those people that like getting beat up? There's a term for it.
A glutton for punishment?
No.
Masochist?
Thank you, masochist. I would have to be perceived as a masochist to say, okay, I got into a really bad accident, you know, and I'm in the hospital for 3 to 6 months. Again, the judge would be like, what's wrong with this guy? Is he mental? Number one. Number two,
not just the judge that's
he would,
wondering
I
that.
have a feeling if my lawyer were to tell the judge, Mr. Adams in the hospital in Toronto, whatever.
So wait, you've gotten operated and used that as an excuse?
I've never been, okay. I've had an operation that lasted a couple of hours.
What was it?
What was it?
I had a little, I forget what it's called.
A little boo-boo?
I don't know what the term is when it sticks out, that little brown thing.
A mole?
Yeah, I had a mole, yeah.
Hold on, you had foreskin on your arm?
What?
No. It was just one.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and I had something in my butt. Again, an operation which lasted an hour. Okay, you guys want to grill me and get the info? I'll give it to you. So,
what did you have?
I don't remember what the operation was. Something in my butt. There was something. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. This was 20 years ago. Okay?
Oh, wait, hold on. They never told you what it was?
Hold on.
I forgot.
I just need to isolate that. What did you have?
I really don't remember.
No, but it was something where?
Oh, I think what do they call that when you're, let me think. It's very painful. It's very painful. You know when when you sit in a bath?
No, I know what you're going to say, but I need you to say.
Hemorrhoids. I had hemorrhoids.
Okay, but I need you to repeat that you had something in your butt.
I had it wasn't an infection. I had something which required an operation. I don't know the reason.
But where was it?
Is that St. Mary's Hospital?
No. Where was the infection?
It wasn't, forget the infection. It was something in my butt. They did something to my butt, okay? You guys want to torture me? I will not be able to tell you. This happened 20 years ago.
I'm just giving
okay?
Gates. I'm just giving it fodder.
It was 24.
They did something to me. It sounds like an alien abduction.
Yeah, that was better, actually.
I just hope you guys are, without sidetracking, I hope you guys get my point. A judge would more than likely, if I tell him, okay, I fell on railroad tracks and whatever, okay, I got run over by, okay, I get your point. More
Wait,
than
you got
likely,
ran over?
The judge, if I were to have that train of thought, the judge would more than likely go to the hospital, do his due diligence, and verify.
The judge is not going to come to the hospital to be like, yo, I'm verifying that they ran a train on Adam.
Again, depends on the charges. If it's a little shoplifting charge, I don't think they would care less.
I have a question.
So you shoplifted.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are these scenarios related?
Okay, my point was this.
I'm just saying, are these scenarios related? Because now I feel like you're talking about the same thing.
I wanted to answer your question in conjunction to your question.
Hold on. I just need to understand something. The scenario of if someone running a train on you and you getting something in your butt at the hospital, are they related?
No.
Okay.
No. All I wanted to say is those thoughts crossed my mind for about 10 seconds. Then I thought, what kind of a fool are you attempting to make out of yourself? You know?
So
The best kind.
So I have a question. Apart from your house arrest, how many times have you ever gone to court, like for crimes?
Speeding tickets, nonsense like that. I don't know, 10?
10 times.
I've only been to court once, guys, so it's not like this is a repeat thing. This whole thing, which,
in your early 20s, maybe.
As far as I'm concerned, you're a repeat offender.
Speeding, I don't remember.
But
not
you
stopping properly.
No, but you had court dates in your early 20s that.
10? I don't know. Nothing criminal, guaranteed.
Okay. And have you ever done anything to avoid those court dates?
Well, here's the thing. Yes, my lawyer will. Listen, I don't know.
What have you done?
Let me tell you a very interesting story. This was a court case where I was caught speeding, doing 120 kilometers an hour, and the cop was a prick. You know that sometimes you can reduce the fine, right?
Yeah.
It went to court. It delayed something like 3 years, and my life. I keep saying life coach. My lawyer went. He got postponements. He kept getting postponements. Eventually, it went to court, and the judge believed my version of events, which was like there was this cop that was following me, and I changed lanes, and I don't know what was going on. The cops are writing me a ticket. I don't know what's going on, and then the judge believed my version of events, which said I was going 80. So I got a fine for $70 because the limit was 70, and my ticket was about 700 and 120. So yes, the answer is yes.
And what was the reason for the postponement?
Well, here's the thing. The judges typically give a postponement. I don't even think you have to give a reason. It's a traffic violation. It's not
And you've never gotten caught for any other crimes?
Nope.
No.
I've never committed any other crimes. Why use the word caught?
Yeah, he
I've
covers
never
his
committed
tracks.
any other crimes.
All right, let's go to the half.
And so you've never gotten circumcised to avoid the.
Are you? Because I heard a rumor, and the rumor came from Poseidon because he heard from someone else that in order to avoid going to court, you once got circumcised.
You could. You know what, guys? This is a comedy show. I'm just gonna say no comment. No comment on that. Okay.
He did. You did, didn't you? When was this?
That's such a dumb idea, though. You could do any
Why
other
would
surgery.
you do
Why
that?
would you cut
Why
your
would you
dick
do
skin?
that? This is
There's
true.
so many better ways.
I can't believe this is true.
There's so many better ways to get out of a commitment.
I feel like my eye is gonna pop out of my sockets.
What are you, Larry David, bro? There's
Hold
so
on.
may better ways to
Hold
get out
on,
of
bro.
it.
So when? Hold on. When did
I
this-
didn't. Oh, stop.
Hold on. Stop. When did this happen? How old were you? How old were you? Answer, please, Adam. Adam, answer my
Can you
question.
please move on?
No.
The way he's acting, I think you may have been misled.
Think so?
Yeah. Because look, right? It feels like he didn't do it. Did you do it?
No.
I'm beginning to believe him.
But because this is a comedy show, you guys like to twist. You know what?
No,
guys?
but we're
It's
not even
funny.
because we like twisting your words, but they have to actually be your words. But if
Yeah.
you're telling us you didn't actually do it, then there's not
So
funny.
you never did.
That's
You
right,
never
end of
got a
story.
circumcision to
No.
avoid a court date. Because the.
That's
why,
the rumor we heard.
But why do you react like that?
Okay, guys. I've never been on a podcast like this before, so these kinds of questions never came to me. Okay?
Obviously.
Okay. So that's why. Okay, but you never. Just for the record, because I want to know. Because I heard these rumors.
I think you were getting bullshit.
Yeah, I thought so too initially, but
Well, I'd like to face whoever started these rumors and give that person a piece of my mind. Okay.
You're gonna tell him after the show.
yeah.
All right, what's next? You got the
Okay.
half up.
So for the record, he never got his foot run over by a taxi cab to avoid court date, and you never got a circumcision to avoid court date.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Moving on.
And the half. Just hire a good lawyer.
There you go. That's it.
That's the best.
Look at OJ. Right? He didn't have to flee. He didn't have to get circumcised.
He didn't even hire a good lawyer, and he still got away with it.
You know, guys, when you look at it in terms of justice, he got justice because he got a nice fat sentence the second time around. I think they let him out after 7 years. You got a 12-year sentence.
That was when he robbed his own memorabilia.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I saw the video on it. Well, listen, you can't hold a gun to somebody and say, "Give me my thing back." You can't do that.
How long did he go in?
You
for?
should be able to.
Yeah. Like, what if somebody steals your car?
Because look, I was 50-50 on the murders. I don't mean 50-50 like believe him or not. Like I believe he did them, but I was 50-50 on whether or not he should face trial. But on the stealing of his property, I was with him 100%. You got to pistol whip a motherfucker and get your shit back. That's your stuff.
You know, guys, again, this is, I believe, a very common sense point of view. If somebody has, I got an interesting story to tell you. There's a bar
nice.
that was downtown, and I know a guy that, well, basically he got, I don't know the whole story, but he did a shift. He was a DJ that worked there. He did a shift, and they owed him, I don't know the amount. It doesn't matter. A couple $100s, right? Would it be something that he could get away with? He were to break into the bar after hours, take the money that they owe him, and then he's off the. It doesn't work that way. You're breaking, it's called breaking and entering. It doesn't matter if they owe you or not.
Did you do this?
No.
Who did this? Because this was a very highly specific story.
It never happened, but I'm only trying to get you guys to say, well, what you guys are telling me is a little bit like, this is like the O.J. Simpson mentality. You can't hold a gun to someone's head because they took something from you. You have to go a legal route in order to get it back.
Well, for the record, you've asked me to personally beat up someone who
Yes.
did you wrong.
I asked you what your thoughts were. I didn't ask you to do it.
No, you asked me to do it. And
Yeah.
you even complained one day. You said, why have you guys not done it yet?
The only thing I can say is you're putting words in my mouth. My version
I
of events
am
is
not.
he is a
liar.
liar.
Now I have
He is
Poseidon
a
as a witness.
liar. You are a liar.
I remember.
I was there. You even asked me as well.
Your thoughts. Your thoughts. Your ideas.
No. You wanted us to go beat this
You
guy up
asked
for
us to beat this
money.
guy up. And I commended you for it, but now you're being a bitch about it.
Yeah.
But I commended you for it because, yes, I feel like the guy did deserve a beating. But it's going to have to come from life. Life is going to bite him in the ass. If it hasn't already, I think that guy is like...
So what else are you lying about?
I think he lives in a park, like part-time. Like that guy's life's pretty much done.
You know, guys, I think I'm just going to say one thing. We can move to the next subject. Not everybody thinks it's the right thing to do to go through like planning revenge on people. You got ripped off by. I got ripped off by somebody 7 years ago. I'm explaining my train of thought. I got ripped off by somebody 10 years ago. Is it not a little on the inappropriate side to think, okay, I'm gonna have something done to the guy? Just
You're the one who fucking said it. What are you telling?
I know, so I'm asking. Is it not a reasonable thing for me to say. Why plan things that, especially 7 years ago?
These are questions you ask yourself.
Okay. Well, I hope you agree with me when I say that it's not appropriate.
But you're the one who asked us to do it.
Yeah, you asked us to beat him up.
Okay. How
and
long
get the
ago
money.
was that conversation?
About a year and a
must
half
have been
ago.
when I
About a year and a
just
half
first start. Thank you. That was
Okay.
And then you were away because you were under house arrest because you committed another crime.
Okay, fine.
And then
how
actually,
convenient.
and on top of it, hold on, on top of it, you lying piece of shit. You kept texting me and asking me, are you going to do anything about it?
Yeah.
Repeatedly.
And Poseidon kept telling you what you just finally are admitting yourself is calm down, bro. It was a lifetime ago. Life is going to get this guy better revenge than you can ever give him. And that's what happened. We found out he lives in a park.
But why can't you be open about things like that? Like, no one's going to come after you.
As I said earlier on, this is the first time I've been on a podcast like this. I'm not used to such conversations.
He said the same thing.
This is the first time I've been on a podcast like this. The podcast I've been part of for 3 years.
He said the same thing about my other two questions, so which leads me to believe that those might actually be true.
No, he would admit to getting run over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I not come forward and say I could have orchestrated something like that, like getting my leg run over, but the judge is probably going to, you're not going to get away with that. You can't. I mean, okay, listen, we're not, let me put it to this way. We're not, what's the name of O.J. Simpson's lawyer? I'm just giving, wasn't it Royal?
Johnny Cochran.
Thank you. I think that you would have to, okay, let me collect my thoughts. I am not some high profile person like O.J. Simpson that might be able to bribe an official.
And get a Johnny Cochran.
If I were to do this, I would be looking at being very, very deeply scrutinized. And I don't think there would probably be ramifications. What you said, maybe. I don't care if the guy's in the hospital. Maybe I'll go see him in the hospital. I don't know. Now, it's a comedy show,
Yeah,
right?
no judge is going to actually visit you in the hospital.
Depends on what's going on. He might issue a warrant, and my lawyer might say, Mr. Adams in the hospital. Here are the papers. Do I look like a lawyer or a judge to you? I don't know. I'm just telling you what my relevant thoughts are.
You don't look like a lawyer, but you could make a good judge if I put a robe on you, one of those fucking powdered wigs.
I don't even know why
I have a question.
Sidetrack so much.
Because why lie about what we were both a witness to? Why? I don't understand.
He's used to being
You guys like to use the word lie. I like to use the word switch a few words around, and maybe I misunderstood.
There's a strong chance I may actually stab you in the fucking neck today. Why? Stop change. I can't. I'm not gonna yell again. Why? Why change words like that around?
How about this? You know that sometimes what people think and what people say are not always the same. Maybe I was really angry, and I said those words, but my thought was, what do you think? Here's the scenario. What do you think?
That's not my question. I'm gonna stab you in the neck. I can't
That's
believe
not what he's at. Yeah, I don't know how. This is why a judge is going to throw you in jail.
We both witnessed you telling us and asking us to beat this guy up to get your money back from 7 years ago.
Okay. Fine.
And we both told you just let it go.
But I was not on an emotional roller coaster and I said something that I didn't mean.
Because it wasn't one time.
But you still said it!
Yeah, this was for months. And the whole point is
for months, yeah.
And the whole point is whether you said or not. It's not. You denied ever saying it, and now you're like.
Just because you were emotional doesn't mean you didn't say it. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Fine. I like to tell people, and you guys are not the only ones. I misexpressed myself. Okay, I'll take the hook. I'll be on the hook, but I definitely didn't mean it to come out that way. Okay, it's what's in your thoughts that's important, not the way you say it. Well, that too, but.
I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. I can't, bro. You're something else, man.
This is okay. Let me ask you another question. You know how you guys were telling me, in a manner of speaking, you may have indicated, this woman who wanted to call security on me from Concordia, you may have indicated to me that I was somewhat in the wrong. I wanted to tell you my reasoning, and I thought about this.
Go ahead.
If I go and rob a dépanneur, okay?
Hold on.
Yes.
Go ahead. Start from the beginning, because now the camera's on you, so we could understand.
If I go and rob a bank, I don't care. I go and do an armed robbery, okay? And next thing I know, I'm on trial for robbery. In any logical person's mind, how can I possibly argue that I did a robbery and I'm not at fault of committing a crime? Okay, just work with me. You were mentioning that woman and the fact that I may have acted inappropriately. I didn't understand that I went on too strong.
Correct.
I just wanted to clarify that there are things that are pretty well cut and dry. You held a gun to a cashier's head. You robbed the place. Do you think you're not? Is there any way that some judge would figure you're not guilty? No. Any logical person. I'm not an insane person.
Depends on the judge.
You interact in a woman. Okay, fine. But let's
say you commit that crime in New York and you're a refugee.
Just work with me, guys.
It's that cashier's fault for being there.
According to that line of thinking, I don't know how any judge could figure that I'm not guilty, okay? Just work with me, okay? Unless he can't prove that I was the guy who did it. Never mind. I interact with a certain woman who I think likes me. I get her phone number. Next thing I know, she's on the defensive and she's telling me to leave me the fuck alone before I call security. I am not 100% sure that there's anything criminal going on there.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. So,
it's not criminal yet.
It's not criminal yet.
You could have become criminal.
But we've come. Hold on. We've come.
I walked away after that. She said, "Leave me alone,"
which is good.
So
You walked away before you could have committed a crime. So, but we've come to the conclusion, Adam, and this is why you piss me off sometimes.
Okay.
You literally got informed on what she's majoring in. By the way, you saw her. This is a random woman. You got informed on what she's majoring in, which I didn't even ask you how the fuck you did that.
Told me.
Okay. The fact that he knows that. Anyways, it's all weird. You got informed on her major. You were in political science. She was in what?
Biochemistry.
Biochemistry. You got a course in another major that had nothing to do with yours in order to hold on. Stop it. We went through this last week, asshole.
Fine,
okay.
fine.
You took another course in another major to follow her around for months. And then when you saw that it was actually weird and that she actually got concerned, you backed off, you changed courses. You did all that to stop. It's crazy. You have to understand that's weird, bro. If you do that to anyone.
I have no right to correct you. I took the course because I need to take a physics course, not because she happened to be there. That's where you're you know.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You took
I didn't even know who she was until a month into the course.
I'm gonna go ahead and believe him.
Thank you.
Really?
Furthermore, this student actually approached me and said, "You have your eye on this woman." He read my body language. You know,
now hold on a second. I'm just curious.
You see what he
funny.
does.
Yeah. So
you see what he does.
But let's listen to what Pantelis just said.
Yes,
I'm conceding that I did not enter the course.
I have a inkling, a suspicion that during that month and a half when you didn't know who she was, since everyone else knew that you were in love, while she was trying to just be a normal student, you were full fucking owl. Just eyeballing this bitch.
Oh,
this is what I imagine. I'm going to turn the camera on me for a second.
And he's a scumbag. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why you're a scumbag. You say you didn't know her, but what you mean by you didn't know her is you didn't know her personally, but you knew of her existence beforehand.
Not only did you know of her existence.
I am not in agreement with what we just said, but you're going to insist on you looking at things your way.
Wait, hold on. Because you just said, how the fuck would people know that you like her, and how could you like her if you didn't know she existed?
How could I found out after.
That you liked her? Well, that doesn't make any sense.
What are you talking about?
Event number one, I took the course because I wanted to switch into engineering.
Okay, perfect. We got that.
2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, whatever. Once the course started, then I knew who she was.
Okay,
so
that's
please, thank you.
Yeah, we've already established
I didn't even want to go into this level of detail. All I wanted to say is that regardless if we go into 10 levels of detail or only one, I just wanted you to say yes, no, or mostly yes, mostly no. You rob a depanneur, you are guilty of committing a crime. You
what does that have to
interact with a woman I'm getting there. You interact with a woman in an inappropriate way. That is not necessarily a crime. That's all I want to say. And you don't.
So you did do something inappropriate.
Well,
do you remember when you said, I hate the way you say, well, you're a little bit guilty, a little bit innocent? I'm going to explain why I said that. Later on, looking back, I realized that I came across as creepy. I didn't think I was creepy, but if she thinks of me as creepy, I still say I wasn't doing anything illegal because, okay, you've been informed, leave me alone. And I left her alone. So it's not like this was a saga that continued for months and months and months.
But you stared at this woman so intensely that other people realized around you you like her.
I don't know.
And was this before you took the course or after?
I just explained to you. I was taking the course because I wanted to switch into engineering.
Okay.
And
that
then it just happened
later. Thank
that
you.
the love of his life was in that class.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was completely a coincidence.
That's why the universe was telling. And then on top of it, when he goes, look, I'm gonna be honest. I think you're a hottie with the body. And then she said, you know what? Here's my number. He's like, holy shit, everything is falling into place.
Guys,
I've taken this new class. I've met this hottie. She's from another province, so she's not
I'm from
aware of my
Vancouver.
criminal background. This is perfect. I got her number. Everything's coming up Adam. And then he overdid it when he said, hey, do you want to meet little Adam? And then she was like, holy shit.
Anyways,
Okay, so you-
without all these details, all I was trying to say is there are cases where how can any judge, if I'm on camera
that's not-
robbing a store, claim that what I did was not illegal?
So
I'm just comparing the two.
stop comparing. Before you took this course, you had no idea of her existence.
That's right.
You didn't know she existed.
No, I went there because I was a student.
Okay, because that's not how you made it seem.
Okay, well, forget what I said then. It's that. Please burn that into your head. Okay. So all I was
But
saying.
why would you say that? Now
Because-
that makes it seem suspicious.
It does, though. But I appreciate it.
Anyways,
I don't know. I don't
I
believe
think
you.
we're just misunderstanding each other a little bit.
Adam,
all I
look-
said was, I don't want people thinking this guy's a stalker, this guy's a crazy nutcase.
I think
We
This is my
don't
first
think that.
love.
We don't think that it was your first love.
Thank
In the
you.
eyes of the law, they think you're a stalker, but that's because they are misunderstanding, as she did, your love language.
That's point number one. Point number two, the woman, as I said a few moments ago, said, Adam, leave me alone. I bumped into her. She interprets that as me, leading to the
It is
actions whereby
suspicious
she's
that you
crept
bumped
out.
into her
Well,
in her house.
I'm sorry to say, at the shopping center. Okay. Anyways,
I
we
think
can leave that
you are a
alone.
liar and you are weaving a web of lies.
Here's what I say. I say, do you remember her name?
I remember it.
Don't say it publicly.
I won't. I remember her name. Believe me.
Let's look her up after.
I'll tell you something really funny.
Here's the thing.
There's
Hold on, before
someone
you
with the
continue.
exact same first and last name that's a doctor, but she's from Calgary. It's not the same
Okay,
face.
so you already looked it up. But
Years
I
ago.
was thinking if we could find it and then see what she's up to and see who became more successful, you or that dummy.
She wanted to become a doctor, by the way, since we talked about so many other aspects.
How do you know that?
We were interacting before she got crept
Okay,
out.
so
We
you
a
had
normal
conversations.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with asking a person, what do you want to do for your career?
What I want to know for real, if you remember, what pushed that relationship over the edge?
Here's a very good answer. I wanted to add a very important fact. This other guy, the guy who said, hey, you have your eye on this woman, he was in a few of her other classes and he knew some stuff about her. And I originally said, no, this is creepy. She's dating a guy. She said, no, she broke up with him. So he gave me a lot of background information on her.
And did you come to her with this information?
No.
Hold on, but this information you have of her is because she gave, you made it sound like you guys had conversations. So all you know about her is what some other dude told you.
It's a bit of both. I know what he told me and I also know what she told me.
Okay.
She gave me her phone number, remember?
Yes. Now, here's my question again. What was it? Do you remember when stuff started to go south?
Could you be more specific? In what way?
So there was a time and
Yep.
period of time where you would be able to speak with her and you guys were friendly. Something changed at some point where you may have gone over, you said something that was a bit too much for her, and then she started to feel like, oh, maybe he's a creep, and then all the other stuff happened.
I think I know what happened.
What happened?
This is 20 years ago. I remember when I bumped into her at Alexis Neon, like I told you several times. I thought that I may have said something, I may have acted a little weird, and I thought that I may have made myself look bad, and I
Like, did
approached
she
her
say,
again.
hello, Adam, and then you're like, yo, what that mouth do? Like, what happened?
I really don't remember. But all I remember is the next time I met her,
She was
like,
weird.
get out, what are you doing? Why are you next to me? Why are you? Okay, I'll tell you, how about I summarize it?
Yeah.
The more times I subsequently approached her, the more crept out she felt.
I get it, but that one time that made
It's
it
a good
creepy.
question. I don't know.
Because you said something happened. You said Alexis on the first time. You said something.
How about I just inappropriately portrayed myself? I made myself look stupid, okay? I don't know what the reason
What did
is.
you say and do? But what did you do?
Oh, I remember now. She was telling me I have nothing in common. You and I have nothing in common. And I said, how could you possibly talk to me that way? We have a lot in common. And then the more I spoke, the more she got into defensive. The more she wanted to...
So hold on
and
a
the
second.
more I didn't
Hold
get
on
the
a second.
signal.
Hold on a second.
That makes
So
sense.
you randomly found her at a mall.
No, that wasn't that. No, I was there.
So you found her
used
at
to
a
live in
mall on
that area.
purpose.
Oh, hold
I
on.
used
but
to live in the fucking area. I'm
okay,
sorry
what's the
if I'm
problem? Hold on.
frustrated.
You used to live in the area, but what does that change with what the fuck I just told you? You randomly found her in the mall. Why are you
Yeah.
getting mad? So you didn't. You followed her there.
Sorry. Sorry.
You followed her to the mall.
I was in the mall. She was in the mall.
That's what you fucking said. You randomly found her in the mall.
I wouldn't. Didn't you say followed? Did you not
You
just say
randomly found her in the mall.
found? Okay, yeah, bumped into her. Yes.
Okay. So you randomly, and then during a random bump, you start telling someone we have so much in common.
That was the time.
Look
after
at how
that.
much. Look
That
at
was
how
the
much we have in
time
common. We're
after
both bumping
that.
into each other at a mall.
Yeah, well, to the best of my knowledge,
I know what happened.
I looked bad.
I know
at
what
it.
happened. I know what happened. He bumped her. He bumped into her at the mall. Actually, he didn't follow her.
We're meant to be together.
And he liked her. And he always found, because he kept following her and the other student outside, and he wanted to tell his feelings to this woman, but he never found the opportunity.
Exactly.
All right. So he conveniently bumped into her at the mall.
I like it.
And he, what's the word I'm looking for? Proclused his love? Profused his love to her. Professed. Sorry. Adam professed his love to this woman at the mall. He saw her and said, "Oh, chance meeting you by here. I've been meaning to speak to you, by the way. I really have these strong feelings for you, and I would like to, make a little sweet love to you."
Maybe not sweet love, but he probably said, "Look, now that goofy son of a bitch isn't with you, I got to tell you something.
I'll tell you what's
that
relevant.
guy's a loser, but I'm a fucking
At
cool
the end
ass
of
dude."
that time that I bumped into her, she said, "Leave me alone."
Yeah, because
I know, but that's why we're wondering, what did you say that led her?
So you said that
if you tortured me, I could only give you general ideas.
So we know.
That's what I'm saying. General ideas. What we're assuming is that's when you let her know how you feel, and then she didn't like it. Yeah,
and I think I was also kind of a bumbling idiot. When you I know it took time for me to dig it out, but remember, 20 years ago.
Yeah. So you professed your love to her and everything, and
she got creeped out.
Yeah, she told you, "Oh, Adam, I don't see you in that way. We're just friends."
And then
blah,
you
blah,
probably
blah.
said, "But why not? We have so much in common."
Yeah.
And then
I'm admitting it, okay?
And then she said, "Adam, we don't have anything in common. I have hair, you're bald." And then he's like, "I can't believe you're gonna say
It's
that."
an interesting
Well,
choice
we
of
both
words,
started
but-
with hair. I'm just bald now. Maybe you're bald down there.
I hope
If you let Uncle Adam look.
At the end of the day, I hope now our listeners are realizing, okay, so Adam got this big fetish for this woman.
Yes.
I
Well, I
ended up
wouldn't say- I
making a
wouldn't say
bumbling
fetish.
idiot out of
You just
myself,
liked
and
her.
she didn't want to ever see me again, and I left her alone. So it's not like I'm some creepy, That's
What
all.
did she look like, by the way?
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah, Asian.
You're a fucking guy, bro.
I don't know how I remember this, but her mother was Irish. I told you, this other student told me some information about her.
How did you know her mother was Irish?
But that's the best.
Because that other student was in her other classes.
But I'll tell you why she got creeped out. I'll tell you right now, Adam, you didn't realize at the time. But while you were mumbling, you were giving away too much information that she hadn't given you. So she's like, "We don't have anything in common." You're like, "How could you say that? Your mother's Irish. I love the Irish." And she's like, "I never told you my mother's Irish."
Not much of a fool I didn't make out of myself.
Yeah. And then
And I know also knew her mother was a nurse, okay?
And your mother's also a nurse.
The other
And
student, okay,
but
wait.
that's
The
what
other
we're saying.
student became friends with me.
I get it, but what we're trying to tell you is when you told her, for example, we have so much in common. We don't have any. Like your mother's Irish, my mother's Irish, my mother's.
I think I told her my mother was a doctor or something
and your
like
mother's
that.
a nurse, and she's like, "Okay, that's great. That is something in common." The problem is, I never gave you that information, so this is fucking
She didn't care.
creepy.
Believe me, she didn't
Trust me,
care.
she cared.
Well,
That's part of it.
Trust me. If you reveal information to me that I never
she'd
told
have
anyone,
to remember. Did I tell him this? Oh,
I think she knew what she told you.
I
right?
think she knew.
that's
Okay,
part of it.
how about
I
like
think she
5%? That was 10% of the bullshit.
But I'm saying that
the main
part
thing was just that I came too.
That's what made her think,
Yeah.
"Oh, he's stalking me."
Yeah.
exactly. Obviously,
Anyways,
if you
guys,
reveal
and
information,
I'm not going to lie to you. I have a little bit of a slight feeling that guy may have behind my back told her, this guy's weird. His parents are divorced. Something to get her even more scared.
Here's
I
what I
don't
think.
know. But anyways, this is 20 years.
here's what I think happened. I think that guy was actually dating her, and he kept staring at his woman creepily.
No, he wasn't
No,
dating
they're
her.
not that
I
far.
think they were both interested in her.
Yeah,
That guy was less creepy than him.
yeah.
And that guy had a bit more experience. So
Yeah.
he realized, I'm going to give him enough information, enough of a rope to hang himself with.
Yeah.
And then when she's creeped out by Adam, I'm going to swoop in and steal her.
It's coming back to me now. I think he wanted to go on a date with her, but
Yeah,
she
obviously.
said, "You're not my type." He was
him
5
too.
So
He was 5 what?
He was about 5 years older. She was 9. I was at Concordia when I was 23,
How do you remember
24,
this and
she
not
was
remember what you
18.
said? How do you remember that he was 5 years older?
Wait, how old was he?
We were the
57?
same
Like,
age. Where he's like a year younger than me. Most of the
But hold
students were
on.
18,
No.
19.
My question is, how do you remember all these details, but you don't remember what you said? I find that very suspicious.
Let me explain. He had gone to various schools like me, and he only went to university for the first time at the age of 23, like me. It was a common thing we had.
That's fine. I like that.
Thank you.
No.
But he was 5 years older than you.
No, we were both 5 years older than the woman.
So she
She
was.
had just graduated from high school, and I just told you, she was 18 or 19, and I was 24. I didn't go to university.
Bro,
when I
this
was
poor
18,
girl,
19.
she just immigrated from Vancouver.
18 years old.
18 years
I know,
old,
I
bro.
know. She just graduated high school, and I was like, I'm in love with you.
And these two lunatics are trying to double team her, bro. And she's just trying to get her courses, bro. She's just trying to get accustomed to Montreal life, bro. This poor girl and these fucking insane people are trying to double team her, bro. They're playing games on who can get to her first, bro.
Look, I don't want to put any pressure on you, but you're the love of
And
my
guys,
life.
I'm sure you
And
guys
here's the
believe.
thing. We've already discussed this. All dudes, when they're young, when they're in their 20s, and they're in love, they say the dumbest, gayest.
Yeah.
Myself included, bro.
Yes.
I'm not saying I'm special. I'm just like every other retarded dude. Dorks, bro. We're the biggest nerd dorks, bro. If you go back and look at our texts or talk or conversations, the stuff we've told girls, men would kill themselves. That's how embarrassed we are. Women think that they're embarrassed. Trust me. No.
You know what's
We're-
crazy? Hold
we're
on.
the worst, okay? So this is us, and we're by all standards kind of quasi-normal.
Yeah.
Imagine him.
Yeah. Because I don't want to throw you.
I sounded gay and retarded. Imagine him.
He is telling me the story. Like, he mentioned Alexis Neon. And I am remembering the women I tried to swoon in Alexis Neon and the stuff I said. And I want to stab myself in the balls. You understand? I've said the most retarded. And like, I'm saying this because like, I don't want you to feel bad that we're not trying to like make you feel bad or anything. We just want to get to the bottom of it.
Well, guys,
of why
a little
she.
bit of
Adam,
because-
I've once woken
This
up in
is
the
a
middle of the
comedy
night.
show. I just wanted to.
Adam.
The whole one more important
Just so
thing.
you don't feel
the
bad, I
central
just-
theme is that I can't believe somebody did it to me. But you guys
No.
technically woke me up. Well,
Yeah.
Adam, look in the mirror and realize what you did.
Oh no, but what we're trying to say is you're not alone because I've woken up in the middle of the night once because you know sometimes you get these flash of memories, and I remembered, bro, a conversation I had with a girl. But this is like almost
There you go.
this is over 10 years ago,
Yeah.
or just about. And I thought about it, and I was like, ugh.
Okay, there you go. So
I wanted
phew.
to kill myself.
I wanted to add one more little detail.
Dude, you know how many times that's happened to me? I think of like, I can't believe I said that.
Yeah.
I wanted to add one more
But
detail,
we're
please.
something. I don't know what the fuck it is when you're young
Yeah.
and you're smitten by someone.
It's another animal.
Bro,
There's a
you
co-
turn, and it's not the same as when you want to bang someone. When you actually like someone,
Yeah.
you become a gay retard.
Yeah, I suppose. You become Adam.
I wanted to add one more piece of information. I know you guys don't care. You believe me. I wanted to tell you there's a guy that I actually hadn't seen in about 10 years. He was another fellow student. At one point, he said, Adam, leave me alone. You're driving me crazy. We didn't part ways, but he said, Adam, like, you know what I mean? He knew what was going on. He's like, Adam,
What does this have to do with him?
just the idea that, like, fuck, what's wrong with this guy? Like,
So you like this man?
this whole, okay, I'm going to use a word that I learned from Guido. This
God.
episode consumed me so much. I was like
Yeah.
a fucking man. This woman doesn't like me. What's wrong? Anyways, I just
But
thought
I
I'd
feel
tell
bad
you.
for him because he was going through what all dudes go through,
Yeah.
but with way less mental capacity to figure it out. So
Yeah.
it sucks.
But you know
And
what's
I'm
crazy? He is mentioning things that I was like that in elementary. Because I didn't.
And to tell you the truth, guys, it's not like this has been in my memory
like
bank
late
for the last 20
elementary.
years.
No,
It
you were
was
like that
long
around the
gone.
same age as
It
him in
was
your
long
20s.
gone.
That's when
I
you
just
do
thought it
it.
was
You
kind
weren't
of
dating
funny.
in elementary. Don't say stupid shit.
No, I wasn't dating, but like when you liked a girl, I'm not saying like sexually.
No. It's not sexual. But again, I'm not talking about when you wanted to bang a chick. I'm talking about when you actually cared about a girl and you wanted to go out with her.
Yeah.
You would act like that. You would say stupid shit. That's how dudes are.
100%.
Until you learn, you're like, what the fuck am I saying?
No.
This is retarded. It's how dudes are. And then some of them are creepy. Some of them become too handsy or whatever. And then it's very hard to get them out of that. You have friends like I had friends like that. I had to talk and be like, bro,
Yeah.
I say retarded shit too, bro. But what is this, bro? Why are you fucking being weird?
Yeah.
And he's one of them. He's one of them like, no, bro, you overdid it. And he's like, oh, fuck, I didn't know. Was it the line about her mom? Was that the line that did it?
Let me just say one more thing, the last thing on the matter, please.
Yeah.
Most people that I had this conversation with told me, Adam, give up. There's no point you telling me this, telling me that. She doesn't want you around her, so give up. And I did.
But
So
hold
it's-
on, this went on for 10 years. You thought about this for 10 years?
I didn't say 10 years. I said the
No,
few
you said you saw a
people-
friend 10 years after.
No. This was the guy that I had. No. I want to be clear. There was a fellow classmate and friend.
Hello.
I didn't break up with. He didn't like say I don't want to have anything to do with it. We just drifted apart, and I got reacquainted with him about 10 years later.
I know why I think.
Reunited and it feels so good.
Anyways,
Yeah. I've said in done so many dumb things.
Yeah,
Thinking
it's not just you, Adam.
And what's crazy is thinking you got signals, but they weren't actually signals. You know what I mean?
Oh, that wasn't my problem because I can never tell if somebody liked me. So I always assumed everyone didn't like me. Well, my issue was the opposite. My issue was if it was confirmed that we liked each other. But it only happened once where there was this one chick where I was like I had zero swag. Yeah. Everything I would say sounded like a retard, bro. I was like, God damn it, I sound terrible.
Let me ask you a question in no uncertain terms. We've had, I don't know, 20 podcasts, 20, whatever, right? Let's say 25 podcasts. How many times throughout all these podcasts, maybe 3 times that I brought up this woman, right? Does that not prove that it's been long out of my memory bank?
No, it did affect you. It's normal. It affects everyone. But it's a traumatic
way out of
experience.
my memory bank. 2002, guys, 22 years ago. You know?
Yeah.
Anyways.
He remembers the year.
I'm good at dates and numbers. What do you want me to tell you?
You're good at If you were good at dates, you'd still be with her.
2002 was my first year at Concordia. Anyways.
Adam,
you're going to survive. Now what's next, Adam, is I think we got to find you
a job.
A date.
Guys.
Oh,
job first, date second.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to wrap things up because he actually has an interview.
Yes, you have an interview. Hopefully it goes well.
Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. The intellectual's out.
And in the comments, drop your most embarrassing moments when you liked a woman or liked a man. We'd like to hear it. And
Adam, we'll read other people. I'm going to tell you, it's not just you. You're going to see it's everyone.
It's even women, even men. So don't worry.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Adam out.